Hit that button.
Built2 Media Podcast.
Why is the button sticky, Gunner?
I don't know. Good question. Dude, it's just what I do.
Built2 Malay, Gunner, Zach, and Ben.
He literally piled it in his hole.
I mean, wouldn't you do it the first time? I would.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it wasn't mine, so.
Oh.
Now from the Liquid Nitro Studios, here's your host, Blake Anderson,
Gunner's locked and loaded.
Gunner Cummings,
I'll be completely honest, we're out of headphones.
Zach Witties,
I bit on that so hard.
Ben Brooks.
They say that the
Don't have an hour and a half.
man is the head of the house, but the woman is the neck. And what turns the head? The neck.
Never heard that.
I haven't either.
Not even once.
Never heard.
I don't even know what just happened.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
saying,
right.
that's
That's right.
Hit the button.
Hi.
Got some good eating over there.
Hope you like Italian.
Make some tater salad.
But I tell you what, it is good to be back in studio.
Oh, doesn't it feel nice?
Yeah, it's
Our
good to be.
kneecaps can touch and stuff.
Yeah, it's good to be home. It is good to be home. I had a good time out in Oregon,
Oregon.
and yeah, had a lot of fun.
Got your
Yeah.
hair cut.
Got my
See
hair
that?
cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
It cut a little too short, but that's okay.
No, it's fine. It looks great.
It's you know what my nephew said to me Sunday?
Are you?
No, he looked at me, he climbed up and sat in my lap. He's 3. Climbed up on my lap, he looked at me and goes, Uncle Ben, you got a bald head. I said,
It's nice.
thanks, Archer. Thwack!
Did you throw him into a ceiling fan?
I wanted to, but
Take that, you little bastard.
right.
Oh, God. Good to be back. Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good to be back. Good to be home. Good to be here. All that stuff. I'm throwing stuff. It's fine.
What happened?
Well, I was just trying to look for it.
You pushed it out of the thing. Here, use this one till you find your pen.
All right. Well, my
Because you
pen's on.
write so much stuff down.
It's on the floor.
Fucking guy.
Tell you what.
Whatever.
How was your weekend at Summer Jam?
It was busy.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, rainstorms, and
Yeah.
good people, though, backstage with the sticks. That was cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Man, do them guys like to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the third song, so they're just kind of, getting
Right.
into it and feeling it.
Right.
70, how old are they?
I don't know. I have no idea how old they are, actually.
And just, treading.
Nice.
It was great. Mom and Dad came. Got to put them down in the pit, so they're right front stage. And
Did they mosh?
it's not really much of that going on. Just more or less being close to the stage. Ashley Anderson actually built the stage, the walkout. That was pretty cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You can build bridges. You can build walkouts for stages. You know, all that good stuff.
Trex decking and everything. Like, it's nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Neat.
Brett Michaels is the only one that used the entire surface of it.
Oh, well, he's fairly mobile, I
He was
guess.
very good. He was very good.
Nice.
Are you
Glad
going
to
to
have him.
introduce our guest, or are you going to make me just ramble?
I was thinking about making you ramble for another half hour, but
Terrible. Nobody wants to hear us. They're always interested in somebody else.
yeah, right. Just ramble on and on about nonsense. NASCAR 2002, NASCAR 2003. I'm looking at your games over there. What do we got? Oh, yeah. There we
Jeremy
go.
had a friend.
He had 2 fried apple pies. They were delicious. Good for you, Jeremy.
Where?
Yeah, where?
Damien.
Damien
Man, we got a
Wilhelm.
lot of people in here. Let's
Yeah, we
go.
do.
I didn't hear from Kyle.
Kyle.
Gowan.
Gowan.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to him.
I don't know. I messaged him. I said your tickets are at the will call and let me know when you're here and blah, blah, blah.
And?
Dead.
No-
Nothing.
No response.
I don't know if he forgot to cut his toenails and couldn't make it, or
That's probably what happened.
weird haircut, mustache problems. I'm not sure, dude. What do you want me to do? I'm just one guy, right?
Right.
So,
You're just one man.
just trying to be there for him and
Right. And
gave
anyway.
him a bunch of tickets. Oh, quick trip in Altoona. That's nice.
Oh,
Ryan
okay.
Howe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, McDonald's apple pies. They got that. Oh yeah, hot apple pie for $1. Probably
yeah.
like $2.74 now with inflation. But
Probably.
same apples, leftovers. Okay.
All right,
Let's
should we-
bring in our guest. He's ready.
All right.
Ben, proper introduction time.
Are you ready for this one? I actually wrote
You're
it out.
not reading all this for the introduction. Are
You
you?
watch. Watch. You freaking watch.
That's it. Ryan, just so you know, I'm putting you on the screen so we can see your facial expressions for this
Yeah, you're going to like this one.
partial
Ryan.
Bible verse that he's got in here.
Partial Bible verse.
What's this mean?
What? What's that mean?
I would have never put that in there. Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest on the Built2 Media Podcast. He's a friend of the program, and he's one of the most prolific racers to come out of Minnesota's Iron Range, let alone the state of Minnesota himself. Driving the legendary 71A out of Chisholm, Minnesota, this wheelman put together one of the most dominant championship runs WISSOTA has ever seen, capturing not one, not two, not three, but 4 consecutive titles in the WISSOTA Superstock Division, 2004, 5, 6, and 7. These days, he is still heavily involved in the sport as the host of the popular One to Go show, helping tell the stories of racers and fans across the region. Tonight, he's joining us to talk about one of the biggest Superstock events this summer, the Lauren Jeff Tardy Memorial, happening on July 10th at Hibbing Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, he's number 71A in your programs and number 1 in your hearts. Give it up for Ryan Aho. I forgot to mention Gondaklaw Speedway Hall of Famer with over 100 feature wins to your credit. How you doing, Ryan? Welcome to Built2.
Yeah, I'm glad to be on here. The sister station, right? Of course, a lot of people are like, "Hey, do you listen to those guys on Built2?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, we're all race fans,
right.
We're all kind of tied together.
Yep, yeah.
We're all the talking heads now. Is kind of what we are, right?
I prefer racing personalities, but yeah, talking heads is just as good. So yeah, hosting the One to Go show, and now you got your promoter pants on, Ryan. Promoting the Tardy Memorial taking place up at Hibbing Speedway. How did all that come about? Tell us about that.
Well, jacked up about it, right? I mean, obviously, we're not excited about why we have to do it, but super excited about the fact that it's happening. The Tardy family, I mean, they very prolific racing careers up on the Iron Range, up in Hibbing primarily. They raced all over. Lauren, mostly Hibbing, Bemidji, Grand Rapids. Of course, he raced a lot of places, but Jeff, he traveled to a lot more tracks, won a lot of races. A couple years back, Lauren lost his life. I think it was a heart deal. And we had talked, I talked to the family, we should maybe do a memorial. And then there was the transition up in Hibbing, the promoter change. It's like, well, let's put it off for a year. And then unfortunately, towards the end of last summer, we lost Jeff Tardy, 49 years old. And, that family's been like family to me for my whole life, right? My dad was good friends with Lauren, still super good friends with the whole Tardy family. Heck, he was just up in Canada fishing with Lauren's brother, Harlan Tardy. And then I've been very good friends with John, Jeff, JR, Eric, Harlan, the whole family my whole entire life. And it just felt right to give them a proper tribute, a proper send-off up at the track that they called home, up at they call it the Hibbing Speedway. I still have a hard time saying that. Barry yells at me every time I call it Hibbing Raceway, but my whole life it was Hibbing Raceway, but it's now the Hibbing Speedway. So that's where it's going to be. And they deserve that, right? I mean, that's a family in racing that they won a lot of races, but they had a hell of a lot of fun at the racetrack, made a lot of friends, and we want to give them one big, huge send-off Friday, July 10th.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Let's talk about one important thing right away, and then we'll get to the other silliness.
Hunter Van Gilder.
I saw it. Hunter Van Gilder, he said, and I quote, "Boy, this will be a long show." Which one is the end button?
One more.
Okay, so Ryan, you have not only behind the wheel of your truck, cruising up and down the road, but you've been out fundraising as well. So let's talk about the purse here a little bit. The purse is 100% controlled and paid for by you and your team putting the show on together, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we've had incredible support from the racing community, whether it's businesses, fans, family, fellow racers, everybody banding together for a great cause, contributing to the event. And that's how the money for the purse was generated. The Superstock purse is fully paid by the Tardy Memorial Committee, myself and John primarily. 67 to win, 267 to start. Quite honestly, it looks like nobody's going to get less than 400 for any position. So that's actually going to be moving up. So super excited about that. We're also going to have bonuses for the Midwest mods, for the Hornets, and for the A mods. And that's all being paid in cash night of the event by us right after the races, along with a ton of bonuses. Check out the Tardy Memorial page on Facebook. There has been a crazy amount of unique bonuses that you don't even have to make the show, and there's a lot of good opportunities to make extra cash that night. So yes, we are paying that in full cash. Our committee is.
Well, that's amazing right there.
400, no less than 400 is crazy.
And they got bonuses for everything. I saw one like you got a rollover bonus, you got a hard luck call bonus, you got several long toe bonuses, you got a Built2 bonus. We put some money into that. I mean, every day when I'm checking Facebook, it's Tardy Memorial. Tardy Memorial, new announcement. It's awesome to see that, Ryan. You've done a fantastic job, and I can't wait for the 10th.
Yeah, we have a great group. It's not just me, but it's been super fun. And heck, I mean, maybe in the comments below, I mean, one of the bonuses, Iron Range Towing kicked in a $567 bonus for the craziest crash. Oh. I don't know who y'all think is going to get that. I don't know. Is it going to be a Southern car, Hibbing car? I don't know. You can put in the comments who you think it's going to be, but you have to win. You can extra money. And Jake Engelstead reached out. Of course, Bill Engelstead was his father, right? And he said, how about this $167 bonus to the first super stock DQ'd in honor of his dad. So true story. I kind of pissed him off, I think, but little too soon, I may have texted a driver up in Ashland. I said, hey, you're guaranteed a bonus.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I got the middle. He didn't find it as funny. It's all in good fun. Chances are, let's face it, he's going to contend for the win in that one. He better not be competing for that one.
Yeah, that might have been a little too soon, but I appreciate the humor in it for sure.
Little too soon.
Well, I still think it came across a lot easier than when he gets DQ'd.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, right.
Oh gosh.
And let's hope that doesn't happen again. Let's,
Yeah.
I officiated Jake and Carly Engelsted's wedding, and you'll appreciate this story, Ryan. Billy Engelstead, you know Billy, the former tech for WISSOTA, right?
Yep.
He starts mouthing off at the rehearsal. I shouldn't say mouthing off, but he's like trying to give orders and stuff like that. I looked at Adam and I said, Billy, you realize I'm half Nesbitt, and this is my show. This ain't your show. Sit down, or I'm disqualifying you, and I'm tearing your van down outside. He started laughing.
Hey, Nick Jensen. Ryan, Nick Jensen wants to know if you used to race with the Double J, Jimmy Jensen.
Boy, oh boy. Oh, 34? 34, Jimmy Jensen?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, must be.
Red car.
Yeah. I raced. His racing career was kind of coming to a close. His mind was just starting to get rolling. But I did race against him a few times down at Cedar Lake. And I know I raced against him a time or two over at the Red Cedar Speedway as well.
Yeah. There you go, Nick. Question answered.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, wow. So how many total bonuses did you actually end up coming up with?
Oh, boy. I guess I didn't put a number on it, but I think we're pretty close to – I think we got to be darn near about 80 different bonuses that we have.
Oh, wow.
You know, everything from hard charger, long tow with an open trailer, highest finisher with an open trailer. This one is going to piss off Barry and the crew over there. Last person to the draw window gets a bonus in honor of Steve Inman that was always late. I'm like, holy, but they're all going to be standing outside. You draw. No, you draw. Yeah. There's a worst draw. There's a best draw, right? Anybody that draws 67. I mean, there's some crazy stuff. It's a lot of fun. Wow. Some of the people have been super unique and creative in what they've done, and that's been much appreciated.
Yeah, what a crazy amount of thought that went into that, too. I mean, bonuses are super cool, and we always try to find a weird one, you know, at the little dream to throw out there. Plus, obviously, you go with second place for the Built2 or what have you. But to come up with that many over, I mean, I'm sure it hasn't been like an extremely long process planning this.
No, a couple months. I got a couple months into it. So if we would have had an entire year, it would have been even more bonkers than it already is. But it's a couple months of just long hours, hard work, and just dialing the phone, and hell, down in your area, right? The boys over at Cedar Lake kicked in. They kicked into the general fund, and they kicked in, I believe it was I want to say a $300 bonus to the highest finishing Cedar Lake Speedway regular that night in the Super Stock feature.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Man, you've been on the horn a lot then, it sounds like.
Yes. It's been good.
Well, I'm looking at the page right now. I mean, it's every day. Every day you're announcing a new one. I'm looking for a fun one. Well, Keith and Krista Kosky put up $131 in memory of the Davies. That was and I know I've seen some really, really unique ones too. You're giving away a bunch of bikes. That's awesome for the kids.
Bikes.
Yeah.
Yep. The Red Eye Racing Group.
Yep. West Hill, Barn, Caden,
Yep.
yeah, Todd Blazer kicked in some money for that. And yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. $127 bonus from Tammy Pruce. So this is really neat. This is really good stuff. Yeah, I see Cedar Lake kicked in. It's impressive, Ryan. That is impressive.
Hey, how big?
It's going to be the high, Red Clay Classic has beat it, right? Because the Red Clay Classic last year, 50th annual, was the highest paying Superstock purse ever for an event. However, this is the highest paying single day event ever for WISSOTA Superstocks, and clearly the highest paying Fastlane Superstock Series race also.
Yeah. And night number one of the Fastlane series, let's not count that out either. Yeah, there's good money out for that. And you want to be able to pick up momentum going into the second night, right? And going into the rest of the series. So, and I tell you what, been taking a lot of calls from a lot of racers lately. I'm sure you have, Blake, and I know you have, Ryan. Everybody's talking about the cost of doing business, right? Everybody is all up in arms about our tires and engine programs and whatever else. And a lot of guys I talk to, they're about damn near out of money, out of their sponsor money. Well, what better way to give your checkbook a shot in the arm than winning 67-67, number one. Number two, you're eligible, like you said, for 80 bonuses. Upwards of 80 bonuses. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. And what's
now, did you guys happen to see a fan is going to win 67-67 also?
No.
I know.
Which fan?
You haven't seen that?
Which fan? We're fans.
So, and you guys are in the drawing. You guys are in. So, everybody that contributes at least $100 to the race, right? Whether it's to a bonus or to the general fund, you get an entry into the sponsor appreciation drawing. Okay. Now, the more you donate, the more entries that you get. We're going to draw out 26 names out of that pot, right? And match them up with the 26 drivers starting the Superstock A main that night. Whichever driver you're matched up with, wherever they finish, you get a corresponding prize. If you end up matched up with the driver that wins, you're walking away with 67-67 cash as well. Plus, we have 1,067, 567. I know y'all from Wisconsin, right? So you can pick a versus Wisconsin team, but we got Vikings tickets, Wild, Timberwolves, Twins. We got golf passes. We got a custom picnic table. We got restaurant certificates, you name it. So there's going to be some fans with an opportunity to walk away with some really cool stuff that night too, just by contributing to the Tardy Memorial.
You're talking $6,767 to a fan.
Yes, sir.
Holy cats.
And we're in that.
Wow.
Because we contributed $267.
Hot damn.
We never did decide where our bonus is going. Neither one of us care. It's up to you. Yeah.
That's two entries right there. You get 2 entries into the drawing.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Jesus. That is a crazy bonus for a fan. I mean, when's the last time you've even seen a 50-50 around here go over $4,000? I mean, obviously, take away USA Nationals. I'm talking a one day race.
The only spot I know of that has ever touched that is Thunder City.
Yeah, well,
that's it.
In the States, I guess.
Yeah, but down here, no, you're right. No.
Them guys are wild up there.
Yeah. But, Ryan, let's talk a little bit about just your relationship. We touched on your relationship with the Tardys. Give us, and I'm sure you've been asked this question before, give us your favorite Jeff Tardy memory.
Oh, boy. So I got a couple. obviously, he was a hell of a competitor. He was kind of a thorn in my side, right? Because I'm racing for natties, and I think he got second to 1 year, and so he took some wins from me, and we both raced at a high level, super highly competitive, both from Chisholm, so we knew each other forever. But I would say the first one, we go down to the Cedar Lake Speedway, and beginning of the year, rodeo track opening night, right? How it always is beginning of the season. And he's got we all got brand new stuff. All of our cars are brand new. And we go in hot laps, and we come across the flag in hot laps, right? And come across the checkered. Somebody was ahead of him and shut it down. He shut it down. I had a head of steam, and I was going to just bring it into one, but it was slimy on the bottom. And they shut it down earlier than I thought, and I peeled his left rear in hot laps, right? And I come in the pits, and they are pissed, and they're like, what the hell is – I can't believe you wrecking my shit in hot laps. What the hell's wrong with you guys, right? And he's just yelling at me and chasing me around the car. By the end of that night, he rolled the right front off the bead twice, right? Peeled the side off his car. The roof was bent. Deck tin smashed out of it. I put my arm around him. I'm like, I got to ask you still mad about that quarter panel? So that was a good one there. And then another one, we go to Bemidji. And Bemidji's never been known for it's tough to pass. It's hard to pass in Bemidji. Fun little place, good culture up there, grassroots track, but just tough to pass, right? And we kind of made the decision like, hey, we're both starting deep, point average deal, and we're going to do a little bump and run on the way to the front. I'm going to if I'm ahead of you, we're going to kind of nudge the guy, and we're just going to both go by. And we get to and we did that all the way to the front of the pack, and we got up to, I think, second and third at the time, and he was right ahead of me on the last lap, and I gave him a shot in the rear bumper, shoved him up the track. I went by him for a second. He come in mad as hell. What the hell are you running into? I'm like, we decided we were going to do that the whole race. That's the only way to pass here. I said, I didn't say I wasn't going to do it to you. He was I'm like, it was just crazy. And then they always had the motto, win or lose, we're going to drink some booze. They like to have fun. They win, lose, or draw. The Tardy fans, I mean, they were coming down in full force, drink a lot of beer, having a lot of fun. And I was kind of the guy that I didn't really drink during racing season. I mean, hell, I don't drink a lot in general, right? And the fact is, I win the WISSOTA 100, and this was back in 07. It was, and I proceeded to get pretty tipsy. It was a long couple days of hangover after that, and I don't remember any of it, right? So I call him up, and I'm like, I got to be honest with you guys, right? I don't drink. You guys win Labor Day. I had a beer with you, and then I win the WISSOTA 100. You can't even stick around? Like, really? Seriously? He goes, me and John carried you to bed. Oh, fair enough. Gotcha. Sorry I blew up, right? So we had so many good times. I mean, one night Labor Day, a lot of times it was like, hey, Ryan, you on your way to the track yet in Hibbing? Yep. Hey, can you swing in and align my front end or help me finish scaling or whatever? So I'd stop in and do that. And I did it a couple times. It cost me, I'd go scale his car, align his front end. He wins, I get second, or he wins, I get third. One Labor Day, I scaled his car. He won. His brother, JR, who I helped him too, he got second, then I got third. I think Stevie Thomas got fourth in that one, and he was super tight with the Tardys too. And just crazy. I mean, we spent a lot of time at the shop, a lot of time having fun at the track. And Jeff, if you knew Jeff, that giggle, that little cackle he had, he's definitely going to be missed for sure.
I remember, this is probably 8-9 years ago at Cedar Lake during the USA Nationals. John came up to me and started talking to me, and I had maybe talked to him one or two times prior, but he was talking to me like I was his little brother, right? And then Jeff goes, hey, show's starting. And he gave that cackle, and John would not let me go. Finally, Jeff come up to me, and he's like, Ben, we're leaving. John won't shut the hell up. Let's go. Yeah,
John's probably watching right now because I tagged the show. He's at work, so he's getting paid probably to watch the show right now. So
must be nice.
You get a couple cold ones in old John, and he might say the same thing 3-4 times, but we love him nonetheless.
Oh yeah. Great guy. So let's talk a little bit about your career, because I'm going to start a rumor here. I think the 71A might get resurrected here before too long. I'm just going to put that out there. And maybe it's just on my wish list, but Let's talk. You won 4 national titles in the Superstock division in a row, a feat that hasn't been duplicated since and probably never will be unless Shane does it. But so over 100 feature wins to your credit.
Which is nuts.
That's insane. Hibbing being your home track. How many Labor Day shootouts you got? Like 8 or 9, something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take Hibbing away. What was your favorite track to race at and why?
Proctor with all, which is crazy. Everybody's like, that's a Sunday track, and the Superior's kind of the big deal in the area. But Proctor, I just love the way that place raced. I mean, 2 different racetracks, high side 3-4, bottom of 1 and 2. It was kind of a driver's track. You had to move around it. When that place was on, it was the most fun place to race at. I got to be honest, kind of a fat kid, so I like to eat, right? So one thing that we did every Sunday night after the Proctor Speedway, a whole group of us would go right on over to the country kitchen, sit there till 3 a.m, talk about how the weekend went and have a good time. And they shut down the country kitchen, so I quit racing. It just kind of is what it is.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Country kitchens were the best, dude.
Yeah, not because of the
They
money,
were.
not because of the travel, but they shut down Country Kitchen in Proctor.
What's a guy supposed to do?
And then if you ask the top 3, I mean, home is home. I mean, I won a lot of races at Hibbing and Rapids. They were always good to me. Proctor was my favorite. I love going to Cedar Lake. Cedar Lake Speedway for me was, and it's a little different now everywhere. Coast to coast, north to south border, the fan counts aren't what they used to be. It just wasn't. But I remember back in, the heyday of Superstock racing, you'd go to Cedar Lake beginning of the year, regular night. I mean, the place was jam-packed and there was a ton of cars, and every single night felt like an invitational, a special. I mean, it was nothing to pull in there. Cedar Lake opener have 60 super stocks at opener, right?
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of good cars didn't make the feature, so had a good time racing there. But Bob Girardi, of course, we all know the legendary Bobby G. I asked him this towards the end of my racing career. I said, "What was your favorite track?" He's like, "All of them." And after a handful of years out of the sport, not driving anymore, I probably got to go with that. I mean, there's a little something I liked about every single track I went to. So I can't say there's a track that I don't miss.
I'm sure that, makes a lot of sense. What was the track that gave you the biggest problem?
Well, Red Cedar Speedway. I called that place Vietnamini. What could go wrong? It did down to Menominee. I never won a feature down there, and I did come close one night. But I mean, Superstock Nationals was a big thing. I was battling in the top 3 one night and blew a clutch. Was battling up in the top 5 side by side with Sean Husey, and I rolled a bumper underneath. I remember starting outside pole in the heat race, blew up in hot laps. Now get this. So I blow up in hot laps, right? I'm outside pole in like heat 6 or something. Jason Miller was in heat 1, gets a flat tire. We're parked next to each other. Both of us had TRC cars. And he's like, well, shit, my night's over. We got the same car. So we pull his body off his car, my body off my car, rivet my body on his car. And I get in his car and I line up for the heat race. And old John Remington is like, hey, can't do that. I'm like, I bought it. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, that car already qualified. I'm like, not with this body. And we tried, but they didn't let that one slide. So and then I finally thought I was going to win when I get there. And boy, I don't remember what year this was, probably 05, 06, somewhere in there. And I start 3rd row. I jump out to the lead on the bottom, and I'm like, I feel good. I take the white, and I'm like, man, I don't feel any pressure. I come out of turn 4, and sure as shit, there goes Ashley Anderson by in the 29 car, and I'm like, son of a bitch. So I got sniped by, I guess that guy sniped a lot of people over at the Red Cedar Speedway, but it was just always my Achilles heel on track that I just never got it close, ran well there, was fast, never parked it in victory lane.
Oh, man. And then to lose the one time against Ashley Anderson.
Yeah, well, if you're going to lose, I guess that's a guy to lose to, because, I mean, he's got to be pretty close to one of the top there on the win list over at the Red Cedar Speedway.
Yeah, he's up there. So, in other words, we got to cruise past his campsite at the USA Nationals, and you got to let him know he's got one coming from you yet, huh?
He probably beat me there, too. I would say Ashley Anderson, I always tell my buddies, like, that cat right there, if you WISSOTA racers, in my top 5 as far as most, I mean, it didn't matter what he's in, supers, mods, lates. I mean, he's always done it at a high level for a long time. So
yeah, and he's still doing it. Now he's got his kid doing it too. I mean, it was.
Didn't his kid just win one? Yeah, his kid just won one a couple weeks back, right?
Yep. Tate just won one.
And when I was watching the race from the infield, it was Tate and Alex Myers, and I'm like, my God, there goes Benny Hillman and Kurt Myers. Here we go.
Right.
or even Ashley. I mean, it was just because it was a 22 car, but it's crazy watching that. That's cool, man. Was there one championship during the streak that was harder to win than the others?
Shipping freight and tired of guessing if you're getting a fair rate? QualityFreightRate.com cuts through the noise, compares real carrier pricing, and gets you the best freight rate fast. No fluff, just better pricing. Check them out at QualityFreightRate.com, and don't forget promo code BUILT2 for 10% off your first shipment.
I would say the year that it came down to the final night over at the Proctor Speedway, they had Proctoberfest. Moss had a 1-point lead going into the final night, and I had to win the feature. Anything else happened because, they take your best 30 shows. If I won the feature, I won the points. And if anything else happened, if I got second, last, it didn't matter if Moss, as long as I won the feature, I won the points. And he started front row, and I slid him on the last 1 and 2 on the last lap, and we come down the back straightaway. I had position to come in the high side, and he sniped my left rear tire and blew us both off the top of 3 and 4. And I'm like, okay, somebody's going to jail tonight. This ain't going to be good. And they have the rule there. You go back to the last completed lap. He got put to the back. I won. But I would say that was probably the one. Dave and I had a lot of battles together. And at the time, got to be honest, didn't like them. You're not supposed to like the people that you're competing with. I think that's weird when people do. And now I got a lot of respect for him now. I mean, we had a lot of battles, and it was probably some of the highlights of my racing career, racing against Dave.
I called a couple of races down in southern Minnesota for you guys in like 04 and 05. And that was the first time I believe I saw Superstocks take us to Slide Job City, and it was you two going at it in a heat race, like absolutely, like you were running for national title, but this is like June, and both of you have the attitude and mindset. Every single race matters, every single lap matters, right? So yeah, you guys had some epic battles. You had great battles with. Right. You had great battles with Kurt Myers, too, and you had great battles with Yeah. All of them. Yeah. And you're the only guy I know.
Dandy Don.
Yeah.
Dandy Don Ishans. That's who I competed. When I won my first one, I had to pass him to win at Deer Creek. When I passed him after a late restart to win that one. So him and I had some battles, too.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And you're the only guy I've ever known that has made their living racing a super stock. You did that for a couple of years, like 04 and 05. I know one of those 2 years.
You can't do that anymore. That's for sure. That is not a thing anymore.
Right. Wow. Right. John Tardy did confirm he is watching. And first thing first, I think you got to hand out a donkey award. And because one of the comments came from that unhuman kid that you and I don't think is human, Caden Blazer, because he's not human. He said, my dud of the week is Ryan Aho.
Oh.
That's probably fair. That's probably fair. Now, Caden, it's going to be $1,500 to win that night. I expect to see that 43K up in Hibbing for the Tardy Memorial. We'd love to have you up there. Shoot me a message on Facebook if you want some more details. But we want to see the top cars in all 4 classes there, not just the super stocks. So Caden Blazer getting it done, right? Over at the Cedar Lake Speedway, over at the Red Cedar Speedway. Can he win in Minnesota? I don't know. I don't know. Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Okay, I haven't seen it. So we got to. I sounds to me. I talked to Buzzy and Blake. Sounds like they're coming up there, right? So a couple young guns up there. I want to see Caden Blazer come up there and park that 43K car in Victory Lane at the Tardy Memorial in the modified.
If he doesn't, he gets the Donkey of the Year award.
If he doesn't, he is straight up getting a Donkey award. There's no question.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, even with a stellar season, Donkey.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Right.
John also brought up he wants us to ask you about the ghost, John Tardy.
Oh boy, I don't know. It depends. I got to ask him: is the statute of limitations up on this deal? I'm not really sure. Right. So
God,
I think we went to Brainerd or Princeton. I think it was Brainerd, and we're coming back, and it's the middle of the night. I mean, all 2-lane roads. Cell phones were pretty much non-existent back then, and we're hightailing it north, right? And they were ahead of me. So Tardys were in the hauler ahead of me. I was right behind them, and we're cruising up the highway, dead fog, 2-lane road. And out of the middle of nowhere, I see their brake lights come on, and they swerve to the left. And literally standing in the middle of the road, right, it looked like a ghost. I ain't shitting you. It was like a person that looked like they were covered in blood, like in all white. They looked like a ghost. I'm like, and I never turned. I didn't hear nothing. I went and I'm like, holy shit. I don't know if I ran. What the hell just happened? Well, we stopped just up the road, and they're like, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, I thought I was seeing shit. Like, so we were both convinced for the longest time that like there was some like rare being that just walked out in the middle of the road in front of us in the middle of the night, and we weren't 3 feet to the wind. So I don't know. We weren't getting it done with some alcohol. And my daughter was with Whitney, and she said the same thing. Like, she was like traumatized because she's like, I'm convinced it was a ghost. It was the weirdest thing ever, for sure.
Oh man, nobody could get out and like touch it. Did anybody try?
No, we kind of just kept on going, and we're like, I want to make sure that there's nothing in the newspaper about something on the road, or like I have no idea what's going on. It was freaky. It was definitely weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Then another one. I talked Tardy into going down to the Ed Wilson Memorial in Wilmer, right? And they're like, I ain't driving all the way to Wilmer. I'm like, come down. The place has been great. I loved going to the KRA Speedway. Got treated really well there. And we go down there, and I remember Dan Gullickson looking at both of our cars, and things get a little western up in the northern parts, right? We weren't afraid to shred some tin, and he's like, oh, your cars look like hell. Well, let's just say we both beat him. Okay, there is that. And we're battling for the lead, and I'm rolling the bottom, and Jeff's rolling the high side, and we're side by side, and he found the rubber before I did. She latched up top, and he won. I got second right behind him, and I'm like, I should not have told him to go to Wilmer. That would have been a dub right there. I talked him into going down. He stole one from me. What the hell? Ain't supposed to work that way.
It's usually how it works. Done that a few times at Thunder Hill. Well, just put your 250 in the 500 class. Next thing you know, you're racing a 250 with a 500.
Yeah.
Good God, that was a terrible idea. Real quick before we get too far, Jeremy wants to know your favorite candy bar.
Oh shit! Well, I gotta go Reese's. I gotta go Reese's.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Yes.
What was the toughest track you ever had to consistently win at?
Back in the day, it would have been, so my home tracks back in the day, I'd go to Wilmer on Thursdays because Rapids race Friday. Then I ran Superior, Hibbing, and Proctor weekly. And Hibbing was tough. It was a who's who up there. We had a big car count, but I think Superior was tougher. I think it was tough to win at Superior. You know, we had a bunch of good Cedar Lake cars come north, and, you know, Dale Gangle was really good. Silverness, Lawrence, Murado. There was a lot of really good heat down there. And then, of course, Jeff ran down there, and Joe Oliver, and there was a bunch. And, you know, back in the day, it was just so much different. Not to knock what people are doing today, but, I mean, there was 2B mains, you know, pretty much every Friday, and 2B mains every Saturday. So, I mean, it was just different, but I'd say a coin toss between Superior and Hibbing, but I'd say probably Superior was just a step up on the competition down there.
Oh yeah. Well, that's got to be tough too. I mean, just going from Hibbing to Proctor to Superior to whatever. I mean, it's completely different tracks, especially, well, even if you throw a Grand Rapids, a Sand Rapids in there, you know, that was a place I got my first sprint car win. And I could tell you this, it was one of the toughest tracks to keep your composure and understand what you're doing every lap, because it would change. Like within one lap, you'd come into one, and it's completely different entry than it was the lap prior. You know, I don't know if
somebody went down and threw the marbles up on the track, and it's like, holy cow, what am I driving? And Grand Rapids now, compared to Grand Rapids in like the early 2000s, it's like two different racetracks.
Yeah.
It's so much better now. It's not even close. Back then, it was definitely a gravel pit. It was super hard to pass on. But it was unique, and I kind of like those challenging tracks. When you're racing for points and money and all that, and you're worried about that, it's tougher. But I always wished I was independently wealthy and could go out and just race for the love of racing and the fun, and not have to worry about that stuff, because you have a bad night, it is what it is. You move on. You had a bad night when you're racing for points. You're pissed off. Nobody wants to talk to you, be around you. It's just I didn't handle them days very well. Let's just put it that way.
I think we all wish we could have done the same. Independent wealth and racing would be awesome. I actually just had a guy tell me that. Well, why don't you just become independently wealthy and then you can go do whatever you want?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think you know which guy I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, easy for you to say.
Right.
Funny.
Yeah.
The Iron Range has produced a lot of racers over the years. And what was special about the era when you were coming up through the ranks? I mean, obviously it's a back in the day, you know, type of era. Not necessarily true. I mean, there's still guys racing that you raced against, but like, give me your look at it.
The culture was so much different, right? And we don't need to spend 3 hours talking about why the culture's changed and so on, but the grandstands were full, right? And rivalries, track points were a thing. So all the rivalries that you had along the way, and the fan bases arguing in the crowd, you know, there was just so much passion behind it and so much culture back then, you know, that up in that area, and it was weird. And I think probably the same thing for Menominee and same thing for Rice Lake down there is during the season, you could have them heated rivalries. It's different now, but back in the day, you could have them rivalries all year long. But then come Labor Day weekend forward, when we went down to whether it was the WISSOTA 100 or the Northern Nationals or the Red Clay Classic or the Punky, your fans from your area that might not have cheered for you all year long, they're in the crowd going, okay, that's one of our cars there. That's one of our guys. And that was just a big thing back then. And now, you know, those things have changed a little bit, but I think just the overall culture and the passion and, you know, that area has always been kind of a blue collar, you know, get your knuckles dirty, get your hands dirty type of area. And really when racing it was at its heyday up there, racing was more affordable, and a lot of people were able to do stuff themselves in their shop and really had that hands-on approach. And let's face it, super stocks in particular, I mean, I always call that the birthplace of WISSOTA super stock racing, you know. And we had 3 very, very high-end chassis built there, you know, starting with the Monroe chassis. Then we had, you know, TRCs and turbines up there. And so we had a lot of hitters out of our area that were very, very good. And it was just a big super stock hotbed up there.
Speaking of turbine, Lem Turnberg's in the chat right now. I maintain Snert Thundercloud needs to make a comeback, Lem. Doesn't he? Am I wrong, Ryan?
1,000%. 1,000%. In fact, I don't know why he's not calling somebody right now trying to find a ride for the Tardy, right?
Right.
I mean, he's, you know, basically family to the Tardys as well, right? So I think Snert needs to come back, and I got to be honest, that was a pretty cool deal. I mean, he kind of got Hornet started up there in Hibbing, and you know, it was crazy when he first did it, and he was doing the Snert Thundercloud thing. I kind of sat back. I'm like, what the hell? What is he doing? Right? Why is he doing that? That deal took off, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, they were literally chanting like the na 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 thunder, right? Like, you know, like Thunderstruck or whatever.
Right.
Every time he came on the track, I mean, he really built that deal up, and he's done a lot for the sport. So I think Snert needs to make a comeback. There's not a question. Hey,
yeah.
He hasn't been in a Crown Vic. I got to be, you know, you want to get another grassroots class kind of rolling? Crown Vic, Snert Thundercloud?
Yeah.
There we go.
In fact, Mikey in the chat just said that. Mikey Vattel just said that. Put him in a Crown Vic. I like it. Yeah. I mean, we can bring back
I'll kick in a couple $100 sponsorship to that deal, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We will too. He had shirts. He had Ham's beer shirts. Oh, wow. He had a whole Hornet decorated and lettered Ham stuff. And he wanted the alias Snert Thundercloud because he didn't want people to know that it was actually him behind the wheel. So,
awesome.
yeah. And I actually got one of his shirts somewhere, a Snert Thundercloud shirt. I don't have it autographed, though. I need to fix that. I have to bring that up. I have to bring that up when I come up to Hibbing. But
Ryan, I couldn't have put it any better with the culture. I just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a absolutely perfect way to explain that. Just, me watching you race, or even when Ben was out there, I didn't even know it was Ben in the car, whatever, back when you guys were out there. The early Kurt Myers days, I was helping him in the pits, or, Racers Racing Supplies. But my era of watching racing and then getting involved is exactly what you just explained till now. So I couldn't have put it any better, because that's exactly the way I see it.
There's still a few places that have that, right? I mean, you go up to the Thunder City Speedway, they have that culture going on right now, right? It's passionate up there. I was just out at the Gallatin Speedway in Belgrade last week. 2,000 people in the grandstands, absolutely full in the pits after the races. So it exists in some areas, but most areas it's on the decline, which we hopefully can turn it around.
Yeah,
we're hoping to bring that culture back on Tardy Memorial night. So we got a lot of fun stuff planned, not just racing. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on.
yeah, you guys got bands and all sorts of stuff. And you just posted Dennis McCauley in the chat said, "Great watching you boys." Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate everything you do. Yeah, I was just looking too, but at the order of events, it's like nonstop from like noon on. For the Tardy Memorial.
Yeah, we got a whole pre-race deal going on up there starting at 2.
Okay.
And, of course, Joe Bravo's going to be there with apparel, and he's got all your favorite Tardy apparel, Tardy Memorial Race apparel, and then Duke Scorch Barbecue is going to be there. Shout out to Duke Scorch Barbecue up in Hibbing. Great sandwiches. All the proceeds going directly to the race. Super excited about that. So come with an appetite, buy a sandwich, and we're going to be interviewing some drivers. Hopefully you can be up there early, and we're going to bring in some people, tell our favorite Tardy stories, get some family in there, and that'll be super cool. I know John's going to have the modified. They still have the mod. That's going to be there. Excited about that. And then after the races, City of Hibbing fireworks that night as well. So that's going to happen at 10 o'clock. And hopefully the races are done by then. But if they're not, we'll just continue on with whatever we have left in the program after that. And we're going to have a banger of a party and a hell of a good time afterwards, too.
Mac Johnson said you need a golf cart. Well, Mac, I'll solve that problem because I'm bringing mine up. So we'll have a golf cart for that, too. There's we're not going to say
East Central Sports, too. Yeah, that's where you got to get your golf cart. East Central Sports. I got one coming. I will have a golf cart.
Oh, you will?
The
Good.
Tardy Memorial.
Well, I'm still bringing mine. So
there you go.
Yeah, and a couple of surprises in store too, and we're not going to touch any more on that. There's very few people that know what they are. Yeah, I will swallow a cyanide pill if they capture me. I promise you that, Ryan.
Dude,
but
we can't forget about the fan gets the same pay as the winner.
That's insane. Like that's
the
nuts.
biggest one I'm taking away.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Well, what are the odds, right? What are the odds that frickin' Sobraski kicks in 100 or a couple hundred of this race and literally gets matched up with himself?
There's actually probably a pretty good percentage, to be honest.
You know what? That's good strategy right there, Ryan.
I kind of like this. This is like the dice roll, the Dirt's dice roll with the high limit series.
Yeah.
You roll the dice and
we're doing a dice roll too, right? We got the Superior Fuel. We got Joe Staria.
Yep.
Superior Fuel dice roll. So however many heats there are, we're anticipating 6 heats. Okay, that's kind of what we're thinking. So they're going to do their redraw. Winners are going to redraw together. And then Carson and Riddick, which is Jeff's boys, are going to come out and they're going to take a big dice, a Superior Fuel dice. They're going to roll that dice, okay? So the lineup will already be determined, but wherever that dice lands, say it lands on 3, whoever starts third, $567 bonus from the Superior Fuel dice roll.
Yeah, Como Joe's just the man. He's the man for doing that. That's awesome.
Are you doing like a fan rolls the dice, or who's doing the dice roll?
It's going to be the Tardy kids. It's going to be Jeff's kids, Carson and Riddick. And I got to be honest, what I'd like to do is maybe raise up a little bit of money to if the person that whatever number they draw, let's say they draw 4, whoever gets 4th gets that bonus. If that person goes on to win, maybe them kids can maybe get a bonus besides for rolling the dice for the winner.
Oh, wow.
I like that too.
Boy, you must have a hell of a sheet to look back on. That's a lot to remember.
Yeah, me and John's wife, Steph, is going to take care of all this stuff, and she's like, bullshit, she says. So, yeah, we're going to be kind of busy taking care of all that. So.
That's awesome.
Well, let's talk about Hibbing Speedway itself. That's weird saying Hibbing Speedway. I don't like it.
Yes.
I don't like it.
I agree.
I don't like it. Barry, if you ever see this, change it back to Hibbing Raceway for the love of God, please. Anyway, let's talk about it.
Speedway Raceway.
Yeah.
Just call it both at once.
Yeah, Hibbing, yeah.
It's just like, High Banks, a Cedar Lake Speedway with the hotel, casino, and the shower room.
Yeah.
Sauna.
Yeah, Shauna.
Yeah, sauna.
Sauna, yeah. Somebody who's never been to Hibbing, right? And there's a couple of guys that I've talked to that are heading up there. What makes that place unique? What can they expect? And what gear
the track's changed.
And what gear should they run?
I would say that you're going to run one set deeper than what you run at Rice Lake, right?
Okay.
So whatever you run at Rice Lake, one set deeper than that is kind of what I would recommend for a gear. If you're an Ashland car, Ashland gears are spot on. So that's where I would go with that. Cedar Lake, same thing, one set deeper probably than a Cedar Lake gear is what I would have up there. But the track's changed. It's smaller than it was years ago. It's a pretty fast little quarter mile now, and they had some grip on the track last week. They got a bunch of rain, basically the end of the week, and they kind of had it opened up, and it turned into a bit of a rodeo deal. But a couple weeks ago, when it didn't rain, the track was beautiful top to bottom. I mean, it was legit good. So, back in the day, I will say this: back in the day, that Hibbing was known as being a skating rink. It was Labor Day shootout. It was black top to bottom, and when I raced, I was salivating. I'm like, you give me a black top to bottom deal and it's on like Donkey Kong. I want it to be dry. Now, as an old guy sitting there watching, I want to see people kind of doing some cowboy up shit, right? And as a racer, I'm like, nah, I don't know. That gets a little bit rowdy, a little expensive. So the track will have more grip in it. Hopefully it's not a straight up monster truck type track, but it's not the typical old school Hibbing where you can just expect it to be heat and slicked up all the way across. And it takes a little bit more. They do get a little bit more moisture in the track. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a fun race up there.
That's awesome. I don't know how you like them black tracks. I'm a sprint car guy, so I'm just saying. How important is this Tardy event, with the Fast Lane series coming in, just to keep drawing fans to that local racetrack?
Oh, I mean, there's and it starts with this, all the way back to Lauren Tardy, who was multi-time Labor Day shootout winner. The guy's won in so many different classes for so many different car owners, all the way down, through the ranks with, of course, Jeff being the last one to race. That family has won a lot of races, and they are kind of a staple at the Hibbing, Hibbing Speedway up in Hibbing. They're a staple. And anybody that's been involved with racing, because they took it seriously, but they had a hell of a lot of fun, right? And if you think back, think about your area, there's the racers that are just lazy and racers that compete at a high level that also have a lot of fun and let loose and, build a lot of relationships along the way. And there's a lot of people that just really haven't gone to the racetrack for a long time that are simply coming because it's the Tardy Memorial. They were friends, fans, or whatever of the 67 cars, and they're coming just because of that. I mean, super cool, and they need it. I mean, every track needs more fans coming in right now. So I look at this event as something that can maybe kind of be a boost over there, and maybe if they make enough money, right, they can maybe catapult, maybe increase the pay, and just depends how many fans come in, how much money they make. It'd be kind of cool to give back to the racers moving on throughout the rest of the season.
What could fans expect? I mean, we've already talked about a lot of the bonuses and stuff like that. One's going to go home with $6,767. I would be remiss to say, I think if you're a betting person and you're racing at a high level, you should kick in at least $100 into the deal get your name in. You got a chance to go home with over 13 grand. That would be my strategy if I was one of the upper echelon competitors in the Superstock division. But
shout out Eric Olson. Eric Olson kicked in 100 for exactly that reason.
Yep. He did.
I haven't posted his name on Facebook, but he will be on there. He kicked in. So what can the fans expect? Fun, right? You know, a lot of races, it's kind of the same old, nothing against any particular track, but it's the same. It's you get there, you got your race program, 9 classes of cars, you get done and everybody goes home. Well, there's going to be activity from 2:00 till the wee hours of the night, and there's going to be a little bit of something for everybody, right? We're going to have the food side of it with Duke's Scorch Barbecue, right? We're going to have we're working on some things for some post-race music, right? Not quite locked in yet. We're going to have the fireworks after. We're going to have the race program, and let's face it, you get 50, 60 of the best stock out there for that kind of money, shit's going to get a little Western.
Yeah.
Here's a guy right here that we need. You mentioned this guy already, Kurt Myers. Kurt Myers. Get a car, bring it on up to Hibbing. I know you're retired. Nobody likes a quitter. You ain't been out of car that long. We want to see the 1M up in Hibbing. So 67, that's a pretty darn good reason to get Kurt Myers to take a day off from retirement and come up and race a car one last time.
One last time until the next time.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying.
I did hear some rumors.
Yep. There's rumors flying around out there.
I mean, he does look good on that electric bike that he rides around.
Yeah.
But come on, Kurt, get back out there, Sally.
You're not done, Kurt. You're not done. We all know that. You're not done. Not at all.
For sure.
So, what would you say to a driver who's on the fence about making the trip?
If you're on the fence, you simply can't complain about pay, right? You know, because, I mean, let's face it, the payouts today pretty much across the board are the same as they were back in, 20 years ago when I was racing. There's no draw fee. There's no parking fee at the racetrack. There's none of that nonsense, right? You buy a wristband, you get in, you race, you get a big paycheck at the end of the night. And with all the bonuses that are there, if you're money motivated, there's no reason not to be making the trip up to the Hibbing Speedway for that kind of money. On the flip side of it, if you're fun motivated and you're one of those drivers sitting back going, I'm just kind of bored of the whole racing thing. I like it, but it's not the same. This night here going to bring you back to the 80s and 90s, right? Because it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, and that culture side of things is something we're passionate about bringing here. So if you're looking to have a hell of a good time, have some fun, race for a lot of big money, and if you're somebody who likes to compete against the top tier cars in the class, you got to be there.
You guys got to be looking at like a C main, maybe D main almost, or a C and 2 Bs.
Well, the Fastlane Superstock series, they do just multiple B mains. So they don't do the alphabet soup deal. So there could be as many as 3 B mains that night.
Wow.
I believe the record, I think Dennis told me the record for a Fastlane Superstock series show, I think was 53 or 52 or 53. There's not as many supers as there used to be. There's just not. But my goal, I'd love to beat that. That's my goal. The competitive side of me, I want to have more cars than that. So
it'd be badass.
For that kind of money, I'm hoping that's the case.
Well, you could get 67 of them.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be cool.
Dude.
That'd be cool.
We last year or 2 years ago, I can't remember. We had 49 for the Fastlane series at Rice Lake. So, and we thought that was incredible. And there was really no increase in pay other than what the Fastlane pays. So I would be surprised if you see 67 up there. I honestly wouldn't. With the guys that are coming out of retirement, cough, cough, Kurt Myers, cough. Yeah, because he watches both of our shows too. By the way,
I heard we might have a Randy SpaceX sighting too.
Randy, there was a confirmed SpaceX sighting earlier this year at Rice Lake, and he's no slouch up there either. He's he's a multi-time
former Labor Day Shootout winner.
Yeah,
he won the Labor Day Shootout.
Yep. So that'd be awesome to see that.
Yeah.
If only our dad, as we both call him, Tom Nesbitt, if only he was able to squeeze into a super stock. I mean, I would love to see him out there too, but
we could put a body on the scooter.
Well, how about this? Right? Think about drivers doing double duty, right? Of course, Blake does double duty all the time. So if you're Caden Blazer and you're wondering, boy, should I go up to Hibbing, right? Well, the kid's a wheel. The kid's a wheel, right? He's phenomenal. Why would he not try to find a buddy that's got a pretty good hot rod in the super stock that maybe doesn't compete as a high of a level and be, hey, I'll be hired gun that night. Somebody ought to put Caden Blazer in their car. Somebody ought to put Blake Adams in their car, right? Put some of these young guns that are running Midwest mods, A mods in their car, go up there and actually let them compete for that kind of money. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's a valid point. Valid point.
Who offered me a super stock ride? That'd be a good weekend for me.
You have had so many rides offered to you. It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable.
Ryan, I got a couple more questions. I just wanted to pull a couple from the chat, and then I got a couple of my own here. But how many times have you wore the bridesmaid's dress?
The actual dress? That wasn't. I'm too old. They didn't have that deal up at the Red Clay Classic, so they didn't have it. I never got to wear it. So in fact, to be honest with you, when I was national point chasing, right, I had a hard time going to the Red Clay because a lot of times I was needing them points, so I'd go where there was a chance at 2 shows, and I think the best I finished at the Red Clay, I think I got 3rd. I don't think I got 2nd there.
I believe you're right. I think it was a 3rd in like 05 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it was
Jeff Tardy won Jeff Tardy won it though. Jeff Tardy's a former winner of the old Red Clay.
God damn.
What
a great place.
It was 04 actually, because I remember that. It was the same year that I about cut my leg off with Nesbitt's grinder, his tire grinder. Yeah, it was 04, but
that's not recommended. That's not recommended.
Well, it's like trying to grind a tire with it. Literally, it weighs 42 pounds, and he used it on his first ever race car, and that thing would jump all around and stuff. But yeah, hey, quick trivia question for both of you. You might know the answer. I don't know if you do or not, Ryan. Who are the only 2 people to ever deny the bridesmaid's dress?
I know the answer.
I know one of them for sure.
All right.
Well, one of them is a double 1 express.
Yep.
Door.
Yep. That's true.
The other guy's about the same age.
I'm guessing it is the Sheriff, John Canta.
You are right. You are right.
Got her.
And he said not putting that dress on was the biggest mistake of his career. And so this past year, he actually wore it.
Mm-hmm.
And
he was smiling.
Yeah, he was smiling from ear to ear because he made, he made almost as much money as, but also we got another deal that the 3 of us are working on too. Not all the details are put together as of yet, but look for us 3 to be live at the USA Nationals this year. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a blast. You got to show Fans Fund, right? If you aren't already a part of the Fans Fund, you got to be part of the Fans Fund. That is a lot of these drivers at the USA Nationals that aren't a lot of guys, your Lucas drivers, some of your non-series followers. That Fans Fund is definitely something that helps get people up there. Check that out as well. Yeah. And Jason is in the chat right now, the guy who runs the Fans Fund. Great guy. Great supporter of late model racing there, and the Fans Fun Lunch that takes place on Saturdays. Awesome. Blake Anderson, take us home.
First, Ryan, where can we find and follow the Tardy Memorial and Fastlane series, as well as the One to Go show? On Facebook. So just, just go to Facebook, click Tardy Memorial, give it a like, give it a follow, and check that out. And then as far as the Fastlane Motor, the same thing. That Dennis has a page. And he does a bang up job. I mean, he's stuff that we're adding every day too. And then Money Series, constantly adding. And he's probably one of the best I call it, results. Constantly to the drivers, informing them about the series. So jump on Facebook, follow both of those pages, and you'll be glad you did. And Ryan, we appreciate your time. We just want to know what you're built to do. What I'm built to do? Oh boy, I don't know. I guess run my mouth is what some people would say. Yeah. Yes. No, I got to be honest. Racing's been my gig. I mean, it's all once it's in your blood, it's in your blood, and
And now I've kind of transitioned to that other part of the sport where I want to give back and make some cool events out there and, just help grow the sport. So, that's one thing we've all been passionate about dirt track racing our whole life. We don't always love every aspect of it, and there's things we want to see get better, but at the end of the day, how the song goes, you don't know what you got till it's gone. And, some of these tracks falling by the wayside and disappearing and vanishing, a lot of those local people look back and be like, well, I may have bitched about that track quite a bit when it was here, but man, I sure miss it. So just keep that in your memory bank, because as much as you might not like a place or a person running a track or whatever it may be, it's a hell of a lot better than that track not being there anymore.
Exactly.
Damn right.
Yep. Well said. Well, Ryan, thanks so much for your time. I'm sure we'll be chatting at least 2 more times this week. He called me last week. I was out in Portland, and I was in my Equinox. Alyssa was passenger, and I had the phone on vibrate, but it still rang through the speakers. And, of course, I got it turned all the way up on Nesbitt level. And when the phone rang, she goes, ah! Why is that so loud? And I said, so I can hear it. Hey, Ryan, how are you?
Well, I'm glad we got this opportunity, because I would like to have you back on. We'll go over your full career and mainly talk about you on the next one.
Yeah, anytime. Had a blast. Thanks for let me be part of this here, and hopefully everybody can get up to the Tardy Memorial at the Hibbing Speedway Friday, July 10th. Going to be a hell of a show.
We appreciate your time, Ryan.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
All right. We will be right back.
Yes, we will.
With a full recap of Rice Lake Speedway. So, ladies and gentlemen, stick around.
Freight is the backbone of the country. And as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small, we love them all. But we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
What a way to promote a race, huh?
I'm excited. I'm excited to go out there. I can confidently say for the first time in over 10 years, I'm excited to go back to Hibbing.
Mm-hmm. Speedway.
Yeah. I'm glad Ryan said it, because I thought that was going to be the quiet part that we weren't supposed to say, but I'm glad he said the quiet part out loud.
He said it. He was not mad about it either.
All right. Ryan, as far as I know, never really had a nickname, Jeremy. But, yeah.
He might have. I'm sure there was one out there, so.
Oh, I'm sure he had several nicknames, but.
He's kind of a hoe.
None of which. None of which we can actually say, I would imagine. But no. I can remember being on the road with Ryan when Tom was racing yet, and he was just so laser focused on everything of which he was doing, regardless of the division he was in. And I remember seeing him strap in down in Madison, Minnesota. I was on the call for the American Dirt Network. This is back in 2004. And he strapped in, put his helmet on, and he saw me over there, and he just looked like he was driving, and he went, that's all he did. Mm-hmm. And he won that heat race. And I believe he swept that night, too. And, yeah.
Bad we didn't have brooms back then.
I think you and I were a little busy back then. Probably couldn't afford brooms either.
Still can't afford brooms.
No,
at the
still
rate they're
can't.
leaving.
Yeah, I mean, good God, I hate this. If there's
Anybody
ever,
want to help us be a broom sponsor?
there's ever, yeah. If
One
anybody,
to go show or something, you can have the backside of the broom or the
that's not a
opposite
bad
side.
idea.
Jeepers.
You know what?
What?
We're taking a broom.
Yeah, you have to take a broom.
Yeah, we're taking a broom to Hibbing.
Have to take a broom.
Yeah.
What about a start flag?
We could.
I think there should be a Built2 start flag up there.
We could.
Might as well.
Oh, the start zone?
Might as well put another $100 in, and we can split it if we if that one wins.
Hey, just like what we were talking about before.
Dude.
That would help out our business model quite a bit.
Yes. We would still be 200% in the red.
Right, which is fine.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
fine.
We're racers. This is what we do.
Right.
We hate money.
Yeah, we do. I like your shirt. I
Oh,
just
thank you.
actually got to see the full logo when you lean back.
Yeah, I made it myself.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Race Ranch
But
did.
it looks cool, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this Rice Lake Speedway since you made it back in time to call these races.
Yeah. Well, I got back like 10:30 Friday night.
Oh, early.
Yeah.
So I had time to party.
Well, if I did, but I didn't. But anyway, yeah. A lot of rain. Obviously, Menominee canceled last Friday due to the rain. So I kind of knew what we were going to go into on Saturday. It was going to be more of a salvaged racetrack as opposed to a prepped racetrack. Now that you're on the track prep side of things, you definitely understand the meaning of salvaging it versus preparing it, right? So that's what I knew we were going to get into. What surprised the living crap out of me, though, is with all the rain that was there, I mean, they didn't make the decision to run until 2 o'clock. And when I got there, I could see that the track itself was dusty. That was so strange to me. Remember we talked about that clay?
Yeah.
Yeah, do better. I'm kidding, Colby.
Kidding.
Not really.
90, what was it?
It was 96% pure.
Yeah, I can't even believe you couldn't hit 97.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, dumb.
96.7 or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, honestly. Dumb.
Pathetic. Anyways, we got to get one hit on Colby every time.
It's just fun, right?
Yeah,
And it's
right.
easy. And it's easy.
Well, I mean, we could start talking about Johnny Johnson's calves.
Yeah. I'd rather just pick on Colby.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the heat races, I mean, they're going to be what they're going to be, right? Like it was one group around the bottom for the most part. But
Understand the weather.
Yeah, and I explained that too. I mean, you know, the track being the way that it is and the clay being the way that it is, like it just doesn't retain water. Correct. So you got to and it seems to me that so far we've had to rework they had to rework the racetrack, but back in attendance out of retirement from track prep was Cowboy Chuck Norris himself, Mitch Hansen, who he was back. And I've been quoted many, many times as saying he's the Rembrandt of dirt tracks. He's the only guy I know that can make chicken salad out of chicken shit when it comes to dirt tracks. Honestly. And I asked him on Saturday, I said, well, Mitch, how's it feel to be back? And he goes, well, somebody's got to, and you know, if you know him, he's pretty quiet. He goes, well, somebody's around here has got to tell these some bitches what they're doing wrong. And it might as well be me, I guess. I mean, Jesus Christ, you saw the features. And I'm like, Mitch, you still got it.
Just go do your job.
Yeah.
You got it.
So shout out Mitch Hansen. I salvaged a great racetrack. That's what turned out to be in the features. Eric Olson, we talked about him. He threw in $100 for the Tardy Memorial. Picked up his first feature win since 2025. Career win 81 across the divisions that he's raced. First win at Rice Lake came in 1991.
Wow.
So over 35 years.
Here's your picture of all your winners from the weekend.
Yep. Yeah. Who's on the middle to the right? Far right. Who's that? That's a nice mustache.
Mustache Dan.
Mustache Dan.
Gildener.
Yeah, rocking.
I built a new house guy.
Rocking glider.
Yeah, just a guy.
He's
Great
just-
job, Brent Creaser, too, by the way, getting this up on the MRP and your website.
Yeah. Brent does a fantastic job.
Appreciate that.
We've been bouncing ideas off each other for the past couple of days, and I like what he does, too. Like, he's doing what they do on Dirt Vision, go around with a jar of jelly beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess them.
A 2-minute drill or something.
Yeah. I love when he
Wonder
does
where he
that.
got that idea.
Odd.
Still doing a great job. Don't care.
Fantastic job.
Love it.
First time winners, Eric Olson. First time this year, Mitch Keshen in the Pure Stocks. I'll tell you something about that 84 ride we just saw right there. Hunter Van Gilder.
He drives a van, huh?
He drove a hell of a street stock race, let me tell you. He won it, hard charger, +5.
Attaboy.
And he was driving like he had a point to prove, and that's exactly what he said in his interviews. I'm trying to prove a point that you don't need all this fancy stuff to be able to win. And so I'm telling you, he's picking up momentum at the right time because the biggest race in the country is right around the corner for street stocks.
That was one question I didn't get to ask Ryan is Hunter wanted to know if he could bring a street stock up there, race against supers.
Why not?
Just a different body, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Bigger spoiler.
Got to run all your own rules, but you can be there.
Stephen O'Brien picked up his first win at Rice Lake Speedway. And kind of unusual to see four first-time winners this late.
Stephen O'Brien got a broom.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
and
he did.
I was notified immediately.
Were you?
About Stephen's broom.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I mean, and the cool part about those brooms now, Blake, is I had guys coming up, I had a conversation with Jeff Eisner. I want a broom, right? Mike Schneider, I want my broom, right? These guys, they want their brooms. Jake Stye. He won
my broom.
He won, a month ago, 3 weeks ago?
Didn't even have his damn check in his hand yet.
Yeah.
He was begging me for a broom.
Yeah.
Where my broom?
7 o'clock Saturday morning, I get a Facebook message. Hey, I didn't get my broom last night. I wonder if I can get it, please, and thank you. I'm like, yeah, brother, you'll get your broom. Yeah, you'll get
I
your
did
broom.
tell him to text you, by the way. So
You would.
do it early.
Like, wake up at 4.
Yeah. If you're still up at 4 a.m., please message and call him multiple times over and over.
Stephen O'Brien, though, led every lap Saturday night.
That's quite amazing.
He had a hell of a competitor behind him, though, and Lucas Peterson. Lucas +8 for the hard charger. And one of my childhood heroes, Jason McFadden, up on the podium, too. So, mods?
I feel like the USRA late model class is actually getting quite popular.
It is. It really is.
Like, there's a lot of new guys that have started even this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big... I used to... I never really liked limited late models before, but I believe that there's... The level of talent that has come up in the USRA late models is... I mean, it's astounding. And, Lucas Peterson, he's got a couple of national titles under his belt. Definitely knows what he's doing behind the wheel. So, still waiting on a broom from Red Cedar last year.
Oh, just take one off of Red Rice Lakes.
Yeah, Hunter, just say something on Saturday or whatever, before or after the show, and I'll get you a broom. That's not a problem, buddy.
Yep.
We'll get you a broom.
It don't matter which one you grab it from. If somebody's out, they're the same ones.
Yeah, exact same ones. If you're racing Menominee, you didn't get your broom from last year, just tell Johnny we said you could get one. Or Rice Lake, just come find me. Or they're in the storage container right behind Victory Lane. You can go grab one broom.
Please.
One broom, please. One.
We need them to last the rest of
We need them to last. I have 16 more at home to be able to put that we got to make yet. And I thought the order of 50 was going to get us through.
No.
These guys just keep sweeping.
8 of them left the day we restocked.
Yeah.
8. 8 of them left that weekend.
Yeah, when I placed that order with our hero Kurt Gaber, I even said to him, I'm like, well, this should get us through the rest of the year. Never, ever, ever should have said that.
Apparently, we're going to have to just tell them to just keep making 50 a week.
Apparently.
And then if you ever sell the business, we should be good for another little while.
Yeah, it should be good for another month.
And then your new guy needs to get in contact with us.
Yeah. Let's go through the mods.
Yes, modified.
Yeah. So, Blake Adams, he said on the microphone during the Midwest mods, or I'm sorry, he didn't modify it. He said, we've been all out terrible past couple of weeks. And I'm like, you what? You have? Like that, if finishing in the top 5 every week is your definition of terrible? Okay. Well, you're not doing too bad, kid.
But he's got one thing on his mind when he shows up.
Yeah, he does.
That's a good thing for him to say.
Yeah, he does. Matt Lear. So Blake broke Matt Lear's streak of 2 in a row.
Gummit.
And hell of a run from Dylan Gadel. We never see him up at Rice Lake.
No, usually Red Cedar, and that's it.
Yeah, hell of a run for him. Super Stocks. Eric Olson. Pretty emotional win for Eric Olson. It was. I think he was starting to get a little choked up down in Victory Lane. I really enjoyed the call. Eric Olson, though, doing Eric Olson stuff, just middle on the straightaways, bottom in the corner, and if he needed to get around somebody, he'd show himself, get his nose up to the door, and just gently move him over, like, get off my lawn type deal, and then he'd come back, and, yeah, drove a hell of a race. Andrew Davis as well. Andrew Davis is the type of driver, though, like, he started up front, and he was bound and determined to stay there. He made his car 3 wide a lot of times. He was a real problem to get around.
School bus.
Yeah, he was a school bus for sure. And Leslie Liu, our hard charger in the Super Stocks Plus and defending track champ. Yeah, defending track champ, hard charger +7. Midwest Modifieds. I'm going to tell you something about this Randy Clamhammer out of Bloomer.
That guy.
He is fast.
He should just change his name.
At this point, he should change his name. Nick, change your name.
And then cut the broom off and use that for your mustache.
He's already got kind of a mustache.
Right.
Yeah.
This could just be like executive mustache.
Executive mustache. Blake Adams, hard charger for second +10. He was driving like a bat out of hell. +10. Yeah. He was on a mission.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, he was on an absolute mission. Shadow Kishner in front of the program.
About time.
Yeah.
Got rained out Friday, still had to race.
Yeah.
Farmer's night off.
Yeah, exactly. And so good. It was a good race in the Super Stock division overall. The Street Stocks, Hunter Van Gilder. Hard charger. I saw him.
Van Gilder.
He was 3 wide a couple of times. Him, Cole Richards, Sean Amundsen.
Wow.
Okay. Those guys, I don't want to call them aggressive because I don't like using that term. It's kind of negative. I'm going to say they are assertive.
Straight up boxing match.
It was close to it. Hunter and Sean, they give each other a lot of respect on the racetrack. I mean, they can race, paper thin. You couldn't fit a piece of paper in between their doors. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, a great race. And then the wily veteran Jay Keshin, who led the lion's share of that race. I think Hunter passed him with like 4 to go or so. But Jay Keshin, it was really good to see him back out there. And that he's one of those guys that he can show up wherever, and he's going to be a threat. But at his home track at Rice Lake Speedway, yeah, he was a threat. He was a threat to win. So I'll tell you this though, Blake, my early little dream pick. You want to know who it is?
No, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, me neither, because I can't decide.
I can't either.
I have it in my head, but I'm not going to say it.
Sean gets really up on the wheel.
Yeah.
At night.
Yeah.
And he's won one, right? Hasn't won any yet?
No, he's been on the podium, but yeah.
I don't know. You might have freaking Keith Tourville showing up again.
That's true.
He's kind of a good one there.
Kyle Dykoff, Cody Coomer out running the tour. Nick Trainer.
Fucking Mike Knutson will have the car ready.
And maybe we'll see his Royal Bladeness Jim Randall back.
Oh, God.
Always a threat, right? Yeah, and Eric Olson, great street stock racer. Maybe we'll see him back too.
Mustache tour in full force.
I love that. I love that. I absolutely.
Hunter Van Gilder on the Mustache tour down here in Victory Lane.
That's going to be a thing.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you please read this bottom one? Because I just want to give a good clap to that.
All right. Won it handedly. I mean handedly. Layla Chaplin won her first ever heat race at Rice Lake Speedway. And at the time, I didn't want to make a big deal of it.
It's a big deal.
And the reason why I don't want to make a big deal of it is simply because it's one of those things where, like, I want to treat it as just another race.
Right.
Right? But she did a hell of a job, and she's got a lot of fans. And her sister, Elena, she's coming. Mm-hmm. She's coming. She needs about another year and a half, season and a half type deal. She'll be right there.
Yep.
She's out there keeping her car straight.
I'm just excited about it because she's been trying very hard.
Yeah.
She puts everything she's got into it, and she fucking earned it.
She made her dad sell his equipment so she could afford tires.
She's so good, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
I love that family.
Yeah, they're great people. Great people. If you're in the Rice Lake area, Solution Heating and Cooling, need any air conditioners, furnaces, any of that stuff, give them a call. They're out of Cameron. But yeah, give them a call. Cole Richards coming back in third. There's another one. He's a guy, right? Cole Richards.
Most of the time.
Yeah, he's a guy he's going to contend week in and week out. Cole Richards. But again, Layla Chaplin won her first ever heat race. Drove a hell of a race, too. I mean, she looked like she'd been driving a race car for 30 years. It was really impressive. All right, Pure Stocks, Mitch Keshin. He claims it's his final race.
Well, he got a sweep plus a hard charger.
Yeah, hard charger +4 for the dub. Picked up a broom. Said it on the microphone. He said, yeah, this is my final race. I'm going to turn things over to my boy Archer. I just wanted to make sure this car was good. And Mitch is from Medford. So I gave him a heartfelt send-off on the microphone representing my hometown, you know, all that good stuff. And talked to him afterward. I said, Mitch, you're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart, Mitch. And if you're watching this, Mitch, my heart is still broken because you are so stupid fast. Like, he made Simon Wallstrom look not fast. That's how fast he was.
Mustache drag.
Yeah, well, Mitch has got a pretty nice beard like what you got.
Oh, yeah, but that flows.
Yeah.
Mustaches don't.
Right. Yeah, mustache drag. Yeah.
Mustache drag.
Yeah, and Simon did point something out to me on Saturday. I did verify it. Simon has not been passed once this year.
Nope.
Not once.
Nope.
He's not been passed.
On record, even.
Yeah.
He's had to go to the back.
Yeah, he's had to go to the back.
But
he's been disqualified.
At the end of the night, he still never got passed as far as MRP shows.
Right. Yep. He's not
Which is
passed.
a freaking pretty cool thing to say.
Right. Right.
That's something to be proud of.
I can say I've never got passed in a pure stock.
Same.
Yeah. Right.
Fucking yes.
God, we win.
I fucking think you're cool.
Never
Never raced one.
So Mitch Keshin Park, yeah, never raced pure stock. Whatever. It's beside the point, Blake. Simon Wallstrom second, James Ron third. USRA late model. Stephen O'Brien parked it, got a broom. Lucas Peterson hard charger +8. Jason McFadden.
Congrats, Mr. O'Brien.
Yeah.
Jody is proud.
Now let's. It might be a little too early to start talking about natty points, but
Can I start us off?
go ahead.
I was looking at this a little bit earlier, okay? Mm-hmm. And you have printed out the top 10 for each division.
Yes, sir.
As WISSOTA Modifieds, this is the one I kind of took a liking to.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to point out that pretty much the top 9, all but one driver, has raced at either Red Cedar or Rice Lake almost weekly. It's just Jody and what we got.
Joe Thomas.
And Joe Thomas.
Mike Stearns.
Zach Benson.
And Shane.
Well, yeah. But regardless, all people that we personally know or have watched race at one of our local tracks is in the top 10 in the modifieds.
Yep.
Which I find pretty damn cool.
I like 1 and 2 personally.
Wow.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Blake Adams, Kennedy Swan right there. I mean, Blake's got a hell of a lead over Kennedy. 244 point differential between first and second. But still, Kennedy Swan up there in natty points. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let's talk a little bit about Super Stocks. Steve Stewart, talked to him about once a week or so, and he's on
Steve Strott.
Yeah, he said, why does your partner say my name wrong? I said, because he thinks he's funny. And I said, just don't think anything of it.
Jeff Middlestead's kid.
Yeah.
It was just a joke.
Steve Stewart out front. He's got a 93-point margin. Really cool to see Alex Myers, fifth
Top
national
5.
points. Leslie Liu in 8th, right? Jordan Hinkmeyer, a good friend of mine. Jordan Hinkmeyer in 3rd. That's awesome to be able to see, too. And what do you think? Do we got a little bit of Shane Sabraski 2.0 going on in the B-mods, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blake Adams out front with almost a 300-point advantage over Landon Rat.
It's just crazy. He's got over, what's the other one?
244
and 299.
Yeah.
It's a lot of racing, man.
That's a lot of racing. Those guys are all over the place all the time. Landon Rat in 2nd. Seeing a little bit of Paul Ripley. And, yeah, the rest of the guys are from out west, but you take a look at, all right, Ashland, Wisconsin, Cameron, Wisconsin. What do we have over here? Cameron, Chippewa. I mean, a lot of people say, Ogilvy's got the top competitors. Well,
I think they're right here, brothers.
yeah, I think we're
And sisters.
looking at them.
Late models. We got some North Dakota, South Dakota people.
Right. Yeah. So they can run out there a little bit easier than they can around here, though. This one surprised me in the pure stocks. It surprised me.
Sorry, wrong page.
I'm a little shocked that and surprised that somebody gave Simon some fits. Because he was ahead in national points for the longest time, and now Jake Smith's ahead of him. We've seen Jake Smith race at Rice Lake. And taking a look, Austin Fensel. He's been having a quiet good run, too. Tyler Wallstrom picked up a feature win a couple of weeks ago and proposed to his girlfriend, now his fiance, in Victory Lane after that.
Great deal.
Yeah, so it might
Simon, keep it up.
Yeah, keep after it, Simon. I know you're going to be watching this. I like that. Hunter, Keith, Kyle, and Cody who?
Yeah, we don't know him either. Never met him.
So, a lot of good things coming up at Rice Lake Speedway. Menominee.
You missed the late models.
No, we talked about them.
No,
TPO.
we skipped them.
Did we?
Yep.
Well,
Might as well get the late models in
shut
here.
my mouth and slap your grandma.
Well, I can't slap my grandma, but I can shut your mouth.
You can slap.
Watch this. So, the late models were Tyler Peterson in first, Shane Sabraski, Chad Becker. Oh, sorry, I must have hit the wrong button there. Sorry. Yeah, a lot of South Dakota, Minnesota, North Dakota. Pretty mixed variety up in the late model, but of course, TPO on the top of the charts.
They're going for 3 in a row, I believe.
I hope Simon keeps it up, though. Like, to see that mustache on stage for the WISSOTA banquet, that would be kind of neat. Plus, he'd have to travel, which I know he's probably nervous about. So that's
Simon's not afraid to travel as much as Cody Simple is.
Well, Cody Simple's like scared of people, so
Right.
it's fine. He's still shrimp farmer. We haven't got to talk to him much about shrimp farm. We might have to have him on just to ask him about his shrimp farm and maybe do a forehead zoom or something.
Yeah, something that could work. By the way, talking about stupid stuff, Hunter Van Gilder said goat roping like 4 times in Victory Lane on Saturday. It was hilarious. Talking about goat roping the bottom and stuff like that. That was funnier than hell. He was like, yeah, I don't want to come out here to goat rope the bottom, and I busted out laughing. It was hilarious. It was great. Catfishing, goat roping. I like that.
Get him off the bottom.
Right. Coming up this Saturday at Rice Lake, USRA late models back in action, 6 divisions. I won't be there. I got to work my actual job on Saturday. I got to go sit in a booth outside for 7 hours.
You'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll be all right. And then coming up on July 2nd, we've got the Firecracker Special, which is also the K. Runkle Memorial, the 10th annual Kyle Runkle Memorial. That's next Thursday already. I mean, we're halfway through the season, brother. Right.
Oh.
And that'll be $23.
Halfway, yes.
Yeah, that'll be $2,323 to win for the Midwest Modifieds. It's also relay at the races. So that's a cool deal because they have a silent auction deal where you bid on the mini door panels and stuff like that. One year they had a Tom Nesbitt one and nobody was outbidding me on that one. And that same year they had a Sean Amundsen one and Jared Amundsen was trying to outbid me. I said, no, sir. So I bought that one too.
I'm taking that.
Yeah.
I have a special place for it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Mernon. A Red Cedar Speedway on the 26th. Firecracker Special.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
Caden Ludwig is going to be going for the USA themed trophy.
Well, yeah.
You want to know what happened when they had a milk can?
He won.
Ludwig said, I'm going to get that milk can.
Yep.
And he did it from dead last almost.
Yeah.
WISSOTA late models, modified, super stocks, Midwest mod, street stocks, and USRA late models. This Friday, June 26th.
Good stuff.
Hope to see you at the track. Hope to see you on this beautiful program next. Oh my God. I just said it without even thinking about it.
I am so proud of you.
Fuck you. You bastard.
I know. I'm really good at that. Just enough subliminal messaging. Yeah, we'll convert you.
Goodbye, everybody. We love you. And thank you.
As always, that was
See you next week.
anticlimactic. You got something to say? Hit up the Built2 Media Podcast and let them know. Like, comment, and share on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and at Built2Media.com. Thank you, Built2 Media sponsors. QualityFreightRate.com. Liquid Nitro Energy Drink. SKD. Scott King Designs. Underhill Speedway. Kick-Ass Beef Jerky. Jiggy Signs. Harvest Racing. K1
Wait. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Another great episode.
We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in each and every week. I will be remote next Tuesday from somewhere in Wisconsin's beautiful Northwoods. Not sure where yet. It's either going to be my cousin's house, my cousin's cabin, or my grandma and grandpa's cabin, or Rondelay Ranch. You will be here in studio.
The basement.
You'll
be in the basement.
I might be in the
van
basement.
by the river.
Be in a van down by the river. I can't even do it that right anymore.
It's okay.
It's all right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye now.
It's fun. It's fun times.
Yeah, it's good times. Good
Appreciate y'all listening.
All right, thank you.
All right, then.
As always, that was anticlimactic. You got something to say? Hit up the Built2 Media Podcast and let them know. Like, comment, and share on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and at Built2Media.com. Thank you, Built2 Media sponsors. QualityFreightRate.com. Liquid Nitro Energy Drink. SKD. Scott King Designs. Underhill Speedway. Kick-Ass Beef Jerky. Jiggy Signs. Harvest Racing. K1 Race Gear by Ryan Bowers. Spot On. Point of Sale System Credit Card Processing. And PrettyPolishJunkie.com. Get your Built2 Media Podcast fix. Get everything you want and get everything you need at Built2Media.com, except for the t-shirts. Figure it out. Be back next week for another exciting Built2 Media Podcast.
The Built2 Media Podcast.